Good morning, afternoon, everybody in the Clean Jeans Challenge. I can't believe it's already Thursday of week 2. So look forward to, I'm putting together the DAO training, and that will be 3 out of 7. So I'm looking forward to that. That one touches close to home because I know that my husband and I think my children suffer for that as well. So I am so excited to introduce y'all to my new friend. Some of y'all know that I have recently moved to Roswell, Georgia, and just like Allie introduced me to Kim Beavers, Allie and Chris Ann, Chris Ann's daughter is Reese. Allie and Reese are really good friends here in Roswell. So once again, daughters creating adult friendships, which is totally cool. So I knew that Chris Ann and I were kindred spirits right away. You know how you can just detect that with people before I learned what she actually does. So I'm sure you're already wondering where we are, and I told her I'm going to do this. Look at her house. She lives in a gorgeous, here, I'm going to go all the way around, and then you tell me, Christine, when we're good. A gorgeous log cabin right here in Roswell, Georgia. She is an interior designer, and I'm going to allow her to tell her story, but she also loves essential oils because essential oils have changed her life. Now, some of y'all that have known me for years knows I have been singing the praises of essential oils forever, and here's why. One of the things that I want us to do together in this group is develop a filter through which to run information that allows you on your own to go, that's a gimmick, or that's probably not good for me, versus that's something I should tune into. Because the truth is, there's so much information out there. There is true information, there's gimmicky information, there's people that are just trying to sell you something. If you want to hear a version of something, I've been in the health food industry when it actually became a thing that they started saying garlic wasn't good for you. Do you know that was a thing for about a year?
And then
it's all over the internet. Garlic's not good for you. Well, luckily, I had been around long enough to run that through a filter and realize that was hogwash.
Yeah.
Why? Because garlic was made by God. It grows out of the ground, and then we eat it, okay? If there's like zero, the goal is less human intervention between the product as God intended and our consumption, the better, right? I've seen them take mushrooms on and off the market. But anyway, so I want to help y'all develop that filter. And when it comes to essential oils, they're legit. They are extracts of herbs and plants that, guess what, God made. And it says right there in Genesis, I'm on my soapbox right now, food is made to heal, right? Let food be thy medicine. That was Hippocrates too. But I think it's Genesis 3:15. I've given you every herb bearing seed. That's what I'm looking for. Right?
Nice.
To heal you. So running through that filter, then I would say, let's learn about them. Let's learn, why is lemon so good for digestion? Why is lavender so good for relaxation? And I have just recently ordered some oils here from Chris Ann because I trust her and I trust the quality that she represents. The more I get to know her, the more I trust her. So I've asked her to come on here and present in the framework of how to clean our house naturally. She told me that's one of the things. She runs groups, educational groups, and she teaches people how to have a toxin-free home. And look at this beautiful environment. So I want to learn, so I've asked her to share that with us. So if you'll start out with telling us a little bit about your story too, because it's fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we just simplified, so that's kind of another whole thing that we could chat on a later date. But
simplified
our life.
Yeah.
And moved into a log cabin from a big house. So we're super excited about that. But I have a child who has some sensory challenges and ADHD and dyslexia. And we were just on the pathway to try to find something different with why are all these children struggling with ADHD? And this is just my story. And I just kept praying and praying, God, please give me something that's natural. Because why is this happening? It's an epidemic. These kids are, a lot of them getting diagnosed and offering one medication after the next and having side effects and side effects. And we just had a lot of side effects that I wasn't willing to continue to hand him the pill because he was buckling over in stomach cramps every single night. And so as a mom, next morning, here, honey, have another one.
Yeah.
Let's do this again. So he could focus at school. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. And just was really on the hunt and just to understand what was going on with kids these days. And I was presented with essential oils 3 times in 1 week. It's funny how God answers our prayers. And just started to research, and I really wanted to understand the science behind it. And I was at a booth at a fair, interesting, a home tour fair, and saw this girl, and she shared 2 oils with me and said, I want you to take these 2 essential oils home and give it a try. And one of them is called Balance. It's a grounding blend oil, and it has a lot of really lovely essential oils in there. This one's...
Can I smell it?
Yeah, go for it.
What's in there?
It doesn't smell good.
I love oils.
Very grounding for the body, for the brain.
Cinnamon, boswellia.
Just frankincense.
That's right. You keep reminding me of that. I don't know that. I need to commit that to memory.
Yeah.
Chamomile. Beautiful. Yes.
Very calming to the body. Chamomile, Roman chamomile, blue chamomile are very calming to the nervous system. So a lot of times when you have a child that has things that are going on, it's something to do with their nervous system and their sensory. So we ended up finding out about this journey through even additional practitioner that studies integrative health, and did kind of a test on him and said he's in sensory overload, toxic overload. Too many toxins, too many things going on in his sensitive body. And at that time, I had no idea what that meant.
Which is all of us.
Right. And so I delved deeper, tell me a little bit more about that. And he said, you've got to get rid of the toxins in the home. And I was like, what do you mean? Like gases or what? No, shampoos, conditioners. The pores are in our brain, like right at the top of our head. And you use shampoo and conditioner every day. And the chemicals that are going in are going into your body, right? And your brain.
Yeah.
Your brain.
Yeah.
And so it's affecting him being able to focus, being able to regulate himself. He was having extreme anxiety at 2nd grade level and couldn't control himself, falling on the ground, like preschool activities.
Right.
Like we were,
in
what
second
is
grade.
happening? Freaking out, going into a school. So we had to get a handle on that. So one by one, we just started, okay, I'm going to natural sources with shampoos, conditioners, get rid of the red dye, the things that are obvious things that you can do in your everyday diet. And with kids, sugar. And we noticed red dye really made him very anxious and angry and agitated.
I know, I'll throw this in, a lot of children that suffer with autism, red dye is a trigger for that. Yeah. Get them off red dye, and some reason.
Yeah. And it's illegal in a lot of other countries but ours, right? So we allow all these preservatives and all these things that
it's crazy.
We think that keep our food on the shelf for a long period of time. Well, it doesn't really help our bodies, and we can't process them.
Yeah, I can preach to that too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you can. Yeah. And so I started really digging into the deep science of what was going on, and got a book, and I said, I really want to understand what's happening with the body and all of these things. I'd love to go natural. So I dove in deep and started to really learn. I got 2 oils. I got wild orange, which is a lovely, lovely scent. Let me smell. Have you smelled that? Just a drop of wild orange. It's out.
So good it's out.
You go like this.
Yeah.
And breathe in.
Yeah.
And your olfactory system is in your nose and your navel cavity, which goes directly to the brain. And so our olfactory systems affect emotions.
Yeah.
And so we can
it really is calming or invigorating or naturally. And we can alter the emotions of our brain and of our body and our day and how we think and how we process and create new pathways through our brain. It's unbelievably fascinating. Yeah.
And so, essential oils aren't new. They've been around since the beginning of time, like frankincense, boswellia, root, is one of the oils that was given by God, and myrrh. And here's plants. Here's plant-based medicine. I'm giving you all of this to be able to take care of yourself and your family. Frankincense was used for healthcare, for skin, for brain, cancer, for all these different kinds of things. So we started with those 2, Balance and Wild Orange, put it in a little roller bottle with fractionated coconut oil and gave it to him every day. And absolutely noticed a quick change. And my mom was visiting, and she was like, you got to go get a gallon of that.
Because you're not only eliminating the toxin, you're introducing something that's healing.
Something that's healing.
Right.
The body. This body is like, hey, thank you so much. Give me something that I can do something with.
Right.
And he perked up. The mood was better, and I absolutely saw a change immediately. And so that was our journey to start. And so beyond that, it was one little thing at a time. You can't take on the whole world at
No.
once. So as you guys were talking about what things you want to eliminate and why is it doing it, and why are we doing it?
And this is where I need help. I did get some of the cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
But my Clorox cleanup is still under my sink. And so where I'm at, I'm not going to throw it out because I need to do more research on, I need to really look up how bad it is because I know it's horrible so that I get, and Melissa did a great thing on that in here the other day about that. But I'm at the point where I know that that's going to be put aside. Maybe I'll move it to the laundry room. How about that? I'm going to get it out of my kitchen, but use it when I feel like I need bleach.
Right.
But bring in what I bought from you, which has clove, tea tree, probably on guard, yeah. And bring in something that is antibacterial, right? That's going to make my house smell amazing, and not have the hard side effects of bleach. So that's where I am. You may or may not be there. Maybe it's a matter of turning to peppermint oil for a tummy ache as opposed to an antacid. Antacids are a big deal in this Clean Jeans Challenge, and we're going to touch on that soon. If you're someone that pops one a day, you're going to want to stop that because it will actually dirty up one of the jeans. So reaching for that natural source is what you want to do. All right, so talk to us specifically, if you don't mind, about what we clean with.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, see, we've done a couple things, and I'm going to start with the laundry room because that was one of the things that he talked about, with laundry soap. And you think back to maybe when your kids were babies and we did all that draft and all the good stuff and do everything right to keep it clean for the babies, right? Well, I mean, that actually really had chemicals in it. It smelled so good. It smelled like a baby, right?
Yeah.
Yay! Let's make it all smell like a baby.
Smelling baby.
Well, I had a client not that long ago that was having some asthmatic issues, and we couldn't figure out, and the doctor couldn't figure out what was going on. And we changed one thing. He changed the laundry soap and the dryer sheets, and said we started using On Guard, which is doTERRA specific, so y'all can probably get a natural one as well.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have a scent. So scents are...
Isn't it Four Thieves originally?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of y'all have ever heard of Four Thieves, that's what doTERRA's version of that is called On Guard. The one we have at New Life is called Medieval Blend. It's still clove. I'm going to try this off.
Cinnamon, wild orange, clove. Yeah. Some great things that can really help with a lot. And that, interestingly enough, it helps with build the immune system as well. Plus, it's antimicrobial. It also cleans the clothes. And you put a tiny, tiny little drop in there with, ta-da, white vinegar. Distilled white vinegar. And use white vinegar as your fabric softener. Don't use fabric softener anymore. Pop that in. It cleans the germs.
Put it right in the...
Put it in, where the fabric softener area goes. You stick it in there.
Ooh, how much, like for a load?
Maybe like a quarter of a cup.
Okay.
As much kind of bleach as you might use.
Okay.
It helps to get rid of the built up fragrances and scents and cleans. And that's it. My grandmother always used to use vinegar. Honey, use your vinegar.
Okay.
That's what she would used to say. Got it. Okay. And then when you transfer your clothes to the dryer, get rid of the dryer sheets because they're loaded with chemicals.
Yeah, those are really bad, I've heard. Really bad.
Yeah. And you can use these dryer balls. These are just wool dryer balls. I got these at Christmas at Trader Joe's. It was $10 for two. But you can pop on Amazon and get wool dryer balls.
Okay.
A lot of these countries, Nepal for one, is making these, and the proceeds are going back to the women that are making these dryer balls. So I love, love, love that. So they're giving back, and it comes with a beautiful bag that they're making. Today. Yeah, so I just got these. And so what I do, I love lemon.
Ooh, I know what you're going to
do. Boop, boop, boop. I put lemon in there, throw them in the dryer. They also help with static and keep the clothes nice and fresh, and then you don't have all the chemicals on there.
That's so cool.
So it's so easy. You
put your oil right on the ball.
I put it right on the ball.
Smells good.
Smells good. Because lemon is a natural detoxer and cleanser.
Well, because alert, spoiler here, clean isn't supposed to have a smell. So that is a genius marketing strategy over the years that have programmed us to believe there is a clean smell. There's not, right? Clean is like no smell. But the smell that you can begin to use to satisfy that craving are from oils.
From oils.
That is what you want to go to. And you can put oils directly on your palm.
Yep.
And on the bottom of your feet.
Absolutely.
It's the same skin. So even one that might irritate normally, you can do it straight up there.
That comes out fast because it's kind of thin, but you could go like this. And this is called an aromatic experience. And so aromatically you can,
I know, we can do this forever.
you breathe it in and you'll notice our lemon oil comes from the lemons, the giant lemons. If you've ever been to Italy, they're huge.
Okay.
And they grow, and it comes from the outside, the peel, not the inside.
It's that little thing that, like, if you were to take a lemon peel and go bloop, and the water would, that's the oil squirting out, right? It's in the little sacks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what that does is that actually protects the fruit. All the oils that are a part of the plants and the herbs and the seeds and the stems are protecting
the same thing it does to our body.
Right. So it's the protection.
Yeah.
And one really awesome, cool thing is that our essential oils, they're pure. They come directly from the source.
Right.
So they go directly to the farmers. And then we work within the communities and to help create sustainable wages for the communities and create water systems, education systems for these communities to be able to continue to grow these beautiful oils.
Right.
And we always want to go, oils are popping up everywhere. You're seeing them in Walgreens and Walmart and CVS because it's becoming a fad and people are over it. They're over the medical conditions that they're having. And they're taking 30 medications and one battles the next and the next. And your bodies are amazing. They can heal themselves if we give them what they need.
And give them time.
Give them time.
Stop.
Yeah. Because it does take time. Anything natural sort of takes
Give them an environment where they can actually do what they're supposed to do. That's really what this is all about.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your kitchen cleaning, so this is good for laundry. So for your bingo board, one of the things you could do is eliminate dryer sheets. Go get dryer balls. You can eliminate some, I don't know about you, but under my sink is full of cleaners. I always go to Clorox cleanouts. It's actually like my favorite. But
okay. It smells good. So it's clean.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's bleach. So I'm thinking it's killing. What do you say to that? Do you have, do these oils, can they kill a bacteria on the counter? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a study.
This is where I'm at. I'm trying to get there, and I will get there. This is my challenge.
Well, you can do lemon oil.
Yeah.
And I just mix it in with water. I spray the counters down. I use it in my water. You guys talked about eliminating plastic.
Yeah.
So in your Yeti, or use, stainless steel, glass, or porcelain. And I put a drop of our essential oils in my water every day because one thing, it cleanses the liver. It helps reduce toxins. It cleans out the body. Yeah. Okay. So not all oils are equal. And that's important for you to know. So as you go through this and be like, I'm going to run over to Walgreens. No.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Don't.
You want to see a supplement facts on the back of the bottle because the FDA doesn't regulate the health and wellness industry. And so we want to make sure that what we're getting is pure. So our oils are certified pure, therapeutic grade, and you'll see that grading on here. Yeah. It means that there's no contaminants, no constituents, and no fillers added. It's pure oil. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to do what it's supposed to do, and you absolutely need only a drop. So it lasts a long time. So oil is great for sticky stuff like Goo Gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A magic marker. It gets off magic marker.
Really?
Like Sharpie.
It gets off Sharpie.
It gets off Sharpie.
Which one?
Oil. Lemon.
Any of them?
Lemon.
Okay.
So I use it for so many things. You can use it for cooking.
I'm glad I got some. I'd be stressing out right now if I didn't have any.
You got some in your kit. Our lime oils, amazing. You can put it in your margarita. Smells good. Or your avocado for a little guacamole.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Thing. So you can cook with them too. So
as long as they're high quality.
Yes, and they're therapeutic.
And that's true with all supplementation, unless the only reassurance that we get as a consumer that a product is high quality is literally the reputation of the company. That's it. Right. The FDA doesn't regulate it just because the FDA does. That's not what they do. It doesn't mean there's something wrong. It just means that's not under their purview. So you're really having to go with, is it a good company? And again, remember the filter, the less people have to do with it from growing out of the ground to going in your body, the better. That's why I love direct from the source. It supports the local community, all of that. But really what I love about it is it didn't go to a manufacturing plant where it got processed and then end up on a truck that for 3 months before it ends up on the shelf where you don't know how long it's been. Like there's so many reasons why grow from the ground, get in the body. As fast as that can happen, you're going to benefit from that.
Right, absolutely. And we've seen time and time again. So that little boy that I told you about with sleeping on his dryer sheet for bedding was absolutely cured from his asthma and all of
Really?
that. Absolutely. Just changing that one little
That
thing.
just gives me chill bumps.
Yeah.
It's so real. It's so
amazing.
important.
And so now my child that was on medications is no longer medicated. And so that's amazing.
Yay!
And it's been a while. It's been a journey because he's 10th grade now, but he started out in 4th grade, 5th grade, and
Wow.
eliminating it. It's a process,
And it is a journey.
It's a journey. So don't try one thing at a time. Focus on something that might be a big pain point for you, or an issue, or a pain, or sleep is a big thing for people. Anxiety is a big thing.
Yes.
He struggled with a lot of anxiety, and so that's one of the things
it's
that
all
we
interrelated.
really wanted to deal with. Yeah. And we eliminated that. He has none of that anymore. And so it's so validating and rewarding to know that you can go back to the source of what God had originally created to give us for plants and plant material, and really help heal the body, because when we give the body what it needs, it's
miraculous. Yeah. Yep. Well, what a wonderful way to wrap that up.
Yeah.
We're going back to the garden. So there are so many more things that we would love to talk about. Do you want to show this book?
I want to show you this book. This is neat. It's not a doTERRA book, but it's called Advanced Oil Magic. You can hop online and get it on oilmagic.com. And you can look up a symptom. There's all kinds of science in the beginning if you're a sciencey, which I totally love.
I love reflexology.
We talked about the feet and the hands. The feet and the hands are similar. So say you have a cold or a stuffy nose or something like that. There's a pulse point in the hands and the feet, and you can put oils like peppermint oil right here. And it'll help with
and it works.
Itchy eyes. Yeah.
I know we've already been 20 minutes, but I want to tell you a quick little story. I was suffering from, whenever I get neck pain, it's always right here. It's in the same place. So I know it's posture related. It's part of why I'm trying yoga and all these other things. But we have a naturopathic doctor in New Life, Martha Dollar. She is a reflexologist.
Oh, cool.
She didn't have time to work on me, and I couldn't get in with a chiropractor, Hank. But what she was doing is she teaches other reflexologists. She helps them get certified. So she said, if you want to be the foot for my training, I'm like, heck to the yes, you can rub on my feet for 3 hours and I will be happy. So she then worked on the bridge, like right under the toes, because she said that's related to this. I want to tell you that it lit on fire. It was so hot.
Wow.
Right here was hot.
I had a blockage or something.
And when she was done, the pain was gone. She didn't lay a finger on my pain, and it was gone by doing the right area of the feet. So I'm a believer, and maybe we'll do let's do a separate training on that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So in the interest of time, we're going to go ahead and sign off. If you want to know more about oils, and if you want to reach out, Chris Ann is in this group. She's doing the challenge with us. Private message to her. She can send you samples. She can answer all of your questions. So I think it's really fun to support, especially, friends. I think it's fun to support friends. And if you want to go into a store, go to New Life. Don't go to Walmart. The brands that New Life carries are direct from the source as well. Okay. So, but incorporate oils into your life. They answer a lot of questions, and they address a lot of needs that you might not even know you have. So I'm also thinking about getting rid of my perfume. I got to do that.
I don't do perfume.
You don't do perfume
anymore. I make my own fun blends and use
all
those
right.
in a
All
row.
right. Well, she's a good one.
It in my purse.
She's a good one. So thank y'all so much for joining us. And any questions, type them in the comments here. Or like I said, you can private message her directly if you want to. Tag her name, Chris Ann McCoyne. And if you need any interior design, she is amazing at that as well. So y'all have a great afternoon. Talk to you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.